Question I get, why would you become a psychiatrist? Just in my own journey, again, I do not sense it should be a one size fit all. It should be ongoing gravitation towards the light or whatever your vitality is bringing you towards, which should change, should adapt, should evolve. Um, Studying significance, the human body, talking about signature for something, 4 billion-year-old resonating structure that's settled into place through that ancient dance with God, physics, eternity, the reality that perfuses in and around and through all of us. The human body, the condensation through evolution of the living thing is an incredible alien technology that reveals some sort of hints of the larger architecture at hand. So you can tell I got excited about that. It resonated also with my New Orleans Catholic faith, which, sorry, I dig Catholicism. They're old school. God talks in a whisper, a little burning bush that whispers to you. It's background dreams, very subtle, wise, not God hates the gays on Bourbon Street. Fuck that shit. No, don't speak for God. Let it slowly, quietly teach you over time, change you over time, evolve you. Anyways, I'm able to resonate that and can't see it, but I've got the Mona Lisa on the wall. Vinci, diverse in his sexuality. Who cares? It's greater, meaningful diversity within the jungle of the living thing. So, it's confluence of engineering, God, design, architecture, significant place to study. Pretty cool. You get to find some neat footprints you get to follow and be like, "What's up, family of nature? What you up to? Teach me your magic and ways." By the way, magic is very real. Not the cheesy way you think, but everyday technology like two bodies in a room sharing body language. Very old tech, very magical, very sophisticated. So I get to uncover all these phenomenons and very interesting things. I get to share a few. I get to be a conduit and participant of magic. It's very powerful stuff. And this knowledge, this power, this awareness of how the system and radio station and central nerve system, root system that goes through the whole body functions. To know it is to learn something, is to be able to receive God's wink. It's tells you a different language. It allows you to know a part of yourself that is not your intellect, that is not your conscious level, who you think you are, limited aperture. It brings you to a deeper zone of awareness and resonance that um, makes you come alive, tells you what life is, realizes that we also already participate in internal life. It's okay. We're just one leaf on an ancient tree of a family of trees of a driving forward ancient character that is our family of nature. It tells you these great little small everyday wisdoms. Um, so I'm very happy I went into it. And then med school, did not decide. Again, like these people that become orthopedics because it makes money or because their parents are orthopedics, become derm. Sorry, I'm not throwing the magics of those under the water and whatnot. But it should be a gradual evolution, which I evolved and then just knew my residency and med school rotation. It was the rotation I was naturally showing up the earliest and leaving the latest and being cool with it. And getting in fights, not fights, but disagreements with the lead resident who is driving the service. I was like, don't interrupt my conversation with my patient. We're deep in something here, and my live vitality is really permeating the boundaries and has dynamism in what I'm taking in. So I could tell there was an aliveness within me. I was roaring, rapidly growing roots into this arena and zone. Uh, Relates to the confluence of the symbol, the name of my practice, Great Oak Psychiatry. If you look at the central nervous system, giant, looks like a giant tree. Go to one of those anatomy museums where they do the histology and parcel out certain features. Just look at the central nervous system, goes all the way down. And that's just totally intermatrixed with the physiology of the human body, and therefore the larger uh, participating co-structure out there of a confluently operating life at radio station store. And that's you listening to me and me having an impact on you. Fascinating, right? So went into that journey, didn't end there. Found and caught wind of psychodynamics, the movements of the mind. Dynamics just means movement. Like the ocean is dynamic, the currents are on different levels and jet streams and different things. The mind, the jungle is the same metaphorically. The brain is the same. Um, so 2-year program there, it was a blessing in disguise. My fateful match at University of Kentucky in Lexington. Beautiful, heartfelt land with the most biggest trees and strongest nature you've seen, with a thriving tribe of a normal sized community that doesn't show as much pathology and unfortunate gunk as some of this other man-made environments in which we reside in. So went there, psychodynamics, caught wind. It's like, okay, I like this dive. Let me learn how to dive deeper and submarine. Let me Davy Crockett deeper into the forest, and then pursued psychoanalytic training, and the journey continues. One of the biggest revealing thing has been my own training psychoanalysis, which I'll talk about in future videos, and happy to potentially do with some well-fitting clients out there if you're interested. But I mean wealthy. I'm not possessive. Happy to refer you to someone else too to do that journey. The journey's not for everybody. Everybody's prepared for going across the Pacific or going underwater in a submarine. Um, but it's an area of ongoing living pursuits, and it's not ending. Keep evolving, and this force of good isn't just in the field of psychiatry. The elements really get my giblets going is to be an angel investor, serial entrepreneur that gets to have other minds and brilliant, capable souls shine their light and rip roar on the world in a productive, healthy way that spreads life. That is, I think, my condensation of sense of self. One of the most admirable things I could do with my life, and a big part of what I'm trying to do with these videos. So lean on me, use your intuition, pay attention to my signals. Hopefully you can tell if I mean you well, which I deeply intend to.